Soon everything will start making sense. Do you feel like life has been whispering secrets to you, secrets no one else seems to hear? Something inside you knows that the world is not as it seems. You felt out of place, misunderstood, like a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit. But soon, all of it will begin to align. Every confusing moment, every silent struggle, every unanswered question, it's all part of a design that is bigger than you realize. The world has been hiding truths, but you, the chosen one, have always sensed them. That quiet voice inside nudging you awake, reminding you that you are different, that your path is not ordinary. You are here for a reason, a calling that cannot be silenced even if the world tries. And now, the pieces are falling into place. You may have felt lost in the chaos, overwhelmed by a reality that seems unjust, harsh, or meaningless. But every trial, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt has been preparing you for this awakening. Soon, you will see how all of it makes sense. Your struggles are not random, they are signposts pointing you toward your truth. Being a chosen one is not easy. You see patterns where others see chaos. You feel deeply when others turn away. You seek meaning when most settle for distraction. The awakening can be lonely. People will question you, mock you, try to make you conform. But this is the test of your strength, the proving ground for your spirit. Signs have been around you all along. Moments of déjà vu that made your heart race. Encounters that seemed impossible yet meaningful. Dreams that whispered secrets of your soul. These are not coincidences. They are signals, confirmations that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Your intuition will sharpen. Your awareness will expand. You will begin to understand connections invisible to others. Energy, timing, synchronicity, all will start to reveal their purpose. And in that clarity, you will finally feel the weight lift, the confusion dissolve, and the fog of doubt fade. Society does not always understand those who awaken early. They fear what they cannot control. They try to silence the ones who see clearly, who feel profoundly, who dare to question. But your vision is not theirs to diminish. You were never meant to fit in. They were never meant to comprehend. And that is your power. You may have carried guilt, shame, or fear for being different. You may have wondered if the path you are on is real or if your mind is playing tricks. But this is exactly the moment when the veil begins to lift. Soon, everything will make sense. Every choice, every challenge, every moment of isolation is part of your awakening. The universe speaks in riddles, in signs, in quiet nudges. You have been listening all along. And soon, the echoes will become a chorus. What once felt fragmented will reveal a grand design. What once felt random will reveal divine order. You will see your life not as a series of mistakes, but as a meticulously orchestrated journey toward truth. Embrace the discomfort of awakening. Lean into the uncertainty. Trust the timing of your life. The chosen one does not rush the process. They allow it to unfold with patience, with courage, with faith. And as you do, clarity begins to bloom. Light pierces the darkness. Understanding replaces confusion. Purpose ignites your soul. You are on the verge of seeing why everything you endured was necessary. Why the confusion, the pain, the unanswered questions. Why it all led to this awakening. Soon, you will no longer ask, "Why me?" You will understand why now. The answers will resonate through your being. You will feel them in your bones, in your heart, in your soul. Your gifts, your vision, your unique perception of the world, they are not accidents. They are the instruments of your mission. The chosen one does not shrink from their power, they embrace it. They do not dim their light, they shine boldly, illuminating paths for others who are still asleep. The awakening will test you. It will break you open, strip away illusions, challenge your beliefs. But each crack, each fracture, each uncomfortable truth is creating a vessel capable of holding higher wisdom, greater insight, and deeper compassion. You are being refined, chosen, prepared for what is coming. Soon, the moments that felt meaningless will sing with purpose. The experiences that felt harsh will whisper of growth. The people who challenged you will have played their part in shaping your resilience. Every chapter, every encounter, every tear and smile will converge into understanding. And finally, everything will start making sense. You are awakening not to escape the world, but to illuminate it, to see beyond surface illusions, to walk in truth, courage, and authenticity. This is your destiny, and though the path is not easy, it is yours, and it has been waiting for you all along. Hold on to your vision, chosen one. Trust in your journey. Know that the confusion you've endured is temporary. The awakening you are stepping into is permanent. The clarity, the understanding, the sense of purpose is yours to claim. Stand tall, walk boldly, speak your truth. Let no fear, no doubt, no external pressure divert you. You are a beacon, a guide, a soul who was always meant to awaken, to see clearly, and to rise. Soon you will understand why you were different, why the world often felt heavy, unjust, and confusing, why your heart longed for more. All of it makes sense now. All of it leads to awakening. All of it leads to you realizing your power. Your moment is here. Your clarity is near. Your purpose is calling. Step into it with courage. Embrace your awakening fully. The universe has been preparing you for this exact moment. Soon, everything will start making sense. If this message touched you, if it resonated with the deepest part of your soul, then honor your awakening. Like this video. Comment below what signs you've seen in your life. Subscribe to Return to Awakening and join a community of souls walking this path together. Your journey is sacred, your story is important, and your awakening is unstoppable. You have always sensed the threads connecting everything, moments, people, experiences, but now the web is becoming visible. Patterns are emerging that once seemed invisible. The coincidences you dismissed as chance are revealing themselves as signs. Every interaction, every choice, every detour has been guiding you to this awakening. There were times you felt like an outsider, like no one could understand the weight you carried. That isolation was not punishment, it was preparation. The chosen one often walks alone because their path is sacred, because the world cannot yet comprehend their vision. Solitude refines your insight and strengthens your inner compass. Your emotions, once overwhelming, are becoming instruments of wisdom. Every tear, every moment of doubt, every surge of joy is a signal. You are learning to translate your feelings into understanding. The depth of your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is the key to seeing truths hidden from the masses. You may have felt frustration watching others remain asleep, blind to the forces shaping their lives. But this too is part of the awakening. Compassion grows from witnessing ignorance without judgment. Patience is forged in the fires of uncertainty. You are being trained to lead, not by command, but by example. Even the chaos around you has a purpose. Events that seemed random, challenges that felt unfair, moments of heartbreak, they are all calibrations of your soul. The universe is aligning circumstances, people, and timing so that when the final clarity arrives, it will be undeniable, undeniable in a way that transforms you forever. The chosen one is often misunderstood by society. People may label you as strange, disconnected, or even delusional. But these judgments are not a reflection of your truth. They are reflections of collective blindness. Your awakening is a threat to conformity, and that is why it is so powerful. Signs of your calling are everywhere if you pay attention. A glance from a stranger that feels meaningful, a dream that echoes your waking thoughts, a moment that seems orchestrated beyond logic. These are confirmations that your path is being revealed. The world is signaling to you, guiding you quietly but persistently. The mind will try to resist this awakening. Fear and doubt will rise like waves, attempting to drown your clarity. But the chosen one learns to ride these waves rather than fight them. You are learning to trust the unseen, to follow the inner compass that has never led you astray. Soon, moments of confusion will dissolve into profound understanding. What felt like mistakes will be recognized as lessons. What felt like detours will be revealed as essential steps. The tapestry of your life is weaving itself into a picture of clarity, and soon, every thread will have meaning. You are awakening not only to see but to feel with heightened awareness. The energy of the world, the vibrations of people, the pulse of existence, they are all revealing truths to you. You are beginning to understand the language of the universe, and that language is written in intuition, emotion, and subtle synchronicity. The universe rewards patience, chosen one. Every moment of endurance, every second of struggle, every ounce of resilience is preparing you for the clarity that is coming. You will soon realize that nothing was wasted, nothing was random, and nothing was without purpose. Even those who challenge you, who doubt you, who try to pull you into conformity, they serve a purpose. They are mirrors reflecting what you must overcome. They test your courage, your resolve, and your commitment to your awakening. Every challenge faced strengthens the vessel of your soul. The truth you are approaching will illuminate everything that once seemed impossible. Memories, experiences, people, and moments will suddenly connect. The confusion will fade, and a deep, unshakable understanding will take root. You will no longer question your path. You will see it clearly in all its complexity and beauty. Your gifts, long hidden or unacknowledged, will begin to emerge with unmistakable clarity. Talents, insights, visions, everything that felt dormant or suppressed will awaken in alignment with your purpose. The world may not understand it yet, but you will, and that is what matters. You have been prepared for this. Every trial, every period of doubt, every moment of waiting has been calibrating you for the awakening that is now approaching. Your mind, body, and soul are ready to embrace the clarity that has been quietly forming beneath the surface. The universe communicates with those who are awake. Signs, symbols, and synchronicities are not random. They are confirmations. You are being guided toward revelations that will make the hidden visible. The veil is lifting, and soon, the confusion of the past will give way to understanding that is profound and undeniable. The chosen one often feels a tension between the world's expectations and their inner knowing. But this tension is not a burden. It is a catalyst. It drives you to seek, to question, to uncover the deeper truths that others ignore. The awakening is both liberation and responsibility, and you are being called to both. Soon, every question you asked in the silence of your soul will have an answer. Every fear that kept you awake at night will be met with understanding. Every moment of pain, every loss, every heartbreak, all of it will converge into clarity. The universe is orchestrating your awakening with perfect precision. Your dreams have always been more than dreams. They are messages, fragments of insight, glimpses of what is real beyond the veil. The visions you've dismissed as imagination are actually invitations to awaken, to see, to understand. Soon, they will make sense in ways you never expected. The moments that once felt like coincidences were actually confirmations. That fleeting encounter, that sudden insight, that unexplainable feeling of knowing, they were all guiding you toward understanding. The universe has been speaking to you, quietly, patiently, and now the time to listen deeply has arrived. You may have questioned your path, doubted your intuition, or felt frustrated by the pace of your awakening. But the chosen one knows that timing cannot be rushed. Each step, each delay, each period of uncertainty is a thread woven into the larger tapestry of your purpose. Patience is not weakness, it is preparation. Even the challenges that seemed cruel or unjust are part of the design. Pain has a language of its own. Every hardship was meant to awaken your resilience, sharpen your perception, and guide your soul toward clarity. Soon, you will see the lessons embedded in every struggle, and nothing will feel wasted. There are whispers of truth all around you. In the silence, in the wind, in moments of sudden insight, you have sensed them. These whispers are growing louder, more insistent. Soon, what was once hidden will be revealed, and the fog of confusion will lift, exposing the path that has always been yours to walk. The chosen one feels deeply, sees beyond the surface, and senses the undercurrents of reality. This sensitivity is not a curse. It is a gift. The ability to perceive hidden truths, to read energies, and to sense unseen connections is what sets you apart. And soon, this perception will translate into clarity that transforms your entire life. The world may try to pull you into conformity, to silence your voice, to suppress your insight. But you are not meant to conform. You are meant to awaken. You are meant to see. And the clarity you are approaching cannot be stopped by external forces. It is already unfolding from within. You are learning to trust yourself more deeply than ever before. The doubts, the second guessing, the fear of being wrong, they are fading. Your inner compass is becoming unshakable. You will soon recognize the subtle guidance that has always been there, pointing you toward the truth you were born to see. The signs have always been around you, little moments that seemed meaningless, encounters that felt brief but charged with energy, thoughts that arrived fully formed. Soon, you will see how every one of these signs was a message, a puzzle piece, a confirmation that your awakening was inevitable. Even the people who confused you or caused pain played their part. Their actions, words, and presence were lessons in disguise. Every interaction shaped your perception, strengthened your resilience, and prepared you to recognize truth when it arrives. Nothing has been wasted, and soon you will see it all clearly. Your awakening is not just personal, it is universal. The clarity you are about to experience will ripple outward, affecting those around you. The chosen one does not awaken in isolation. Your insight, your perception, and your understanding are catalysts that awaken others as well. The veil between illusion and reality is thinning. What once seemed chaotic is revealing patterns. What once seemed random is revealing order. What once seemed confusing is revealing purpose. Soon, every piece of your life will resonate with meaning, and the clarity you've been seeking will arrive. You have been cultivating awareness in ways you may not have realized. Every moment of introspection, every quiet observation, every choice to follow your intuition has been preparing you. Soon, these efforts will culminate in an understanding that is profound, undeniable, and transformative. The chosen one often feels a tension between the known and the unknown, between what is seen and what is sensed. But this tension is a sign of awakening. It is the friction that sparks insight, the discomfort that drives growth, the uncertainty that leads to truth. Embrace it, for it is the precursor to clarity. Soon, the memories that haunted you will reveal their purpose. The regrets that weighed on your heart will show their lessons. The questions that kept you awake at night will answer themselves. Everything will converge into understanding, and you will finally see the narrative of your life with unwavering clarity. The world may never fully understand your awakening, and that is not the point. The point is that you understand. The point is that you see. The point is that you step into your truth and allow it to illuminate your path, regardless of external judgment or opinion. Your intuition has always been your guide, even when the world told you to ignore it. That quiet voice that nudged you, that inner knowing you could never shake, now it will become undeniable. Soon, you will understand why it never failed you, why it has always been leading you to this moment. The moments of doubt, the sleepless nights, the restless wandering, they were all shaping your awareness. You may have felt lost, confused, or disconnected, but this was never aimless. Every experience was preparing your mind, body, and soul to recognize the truth when it finally arrived. Even the fears you've carried were not obstacles, they were markers of growth. Every fear tested your courage, your patience, your willingness to trust yourself. And now those fears will dissolve, replaced by clarity, understanding, and a deep sense of purpose. You may have wondered why life felt so heavy, why challenges kept coming in waves, why people misunderstood you. The answer is simple. You were being prepared. The universe was shaping your soul to hold a truth so profound, so transformative, that only a chosen one could receive it fully. Soon, the confusion that clouded your mind will lift. You will see the hidden patterns, the divine synchronicities, and the messages woven into your life. Every moment of uncertainty, every twist of fate, every silent whisper of intuition will finally make sense. The chosen one does not awaken by chance. You were chosen because you have the strength, the perception, and the courage to carry the light of understanding. The awakening you are experiencing is not a fleeting event. It is the beginning of seeing life as it truly is, beyond illusions and superficial appearances. The world often feels like it's moving in reverse while you are ready to leap forward. That tension is natural. The awakening is not about rushing, it is about aligning. Aligning your perception, your choices, and your energy with the truth that has always existed, waiting for you to recognize it. Even moments of heartbreak have been teachers. They have refined your spirit, sharpened your insight, and strengthened your resilience. Soon, you will see how every painful experience contributed to your clarity, how every tear prepared your heart to receive the understanding that is now approaching. The chosen one often struggles with patience, craving answers that the universe cannot yet reveal. But clarity arrives in its own timing. Every delay, every pause, every period of waiting is part of the orchestration. Soon, the answers will appear, perfectly timed and fully undeniable. Your connection to the unseen has been growing quietly, imperceptibly, like roots stretching deep beneath the surface. Soon, that connection will become visible. You will feel it, see it, and understand it with a certainty that leaves no room for doubt. The people, places, and events in your life have all been part of this awakening. The guides, the challengers, the strangers, they all played roles in preparing you. Every encounter was a piece of the puzzle, and soon, the full picture will reveal itself, radiant and complete. You may have felt isolated, misunderstood, or even rejected. That was never a punishment, it was a blessing in disguise. Solitude allowed your perception to deepen, your insight to sharpen, and your awareness to expand. Now, that preparation bears fruit in understanding that is profound and lasting. The chosen one does not seek validation from the world. You seek truth. You seek understanding. You seek clarity. And soon the clarity will come not from outside but from within. The veil will lift and the truth will reveal itself in ways that are unmistakable and life-altering. The awakening is a process of illumination. It takes what was hidden and brings it into light. What was once confusing becomes clear, what was once painful becomes purposeful, and what was once overwhelming becomes a catalyst for growth. Soon, everything will align and you will see the pattern. Your mind, once clouded with doubt, will become a vessel of insight. Your heart, once heavy with confusion, will expand with understanding. Your soul, once restless and searching, will settle into the rhythm of truth. The awakening is not something you chase. It is something you step into, and soon that moment arrives. The clarity you are approaching will transform how you see every aspect of your life. The people who confused you, the events that shook you, the choices that scared you, they will all fall into perspective. Suddenly, the chaos of the past will reveal its purpose, and understanding will illuminate even the darkest corners of your journey. You may have felt frustration with the pace of your awakening, as if answers were always just out of reach. But the chosen one knows that true clarity cannot be rushed. Timing is essential. Every delay, every pause, every moment of waiting has been shaping you into someone capable of receiving this truth fully and without doubt. The moments you once felt lost, alone, or misunderstood were not punishments. They were essential preparation. Solitude refined your insight, trials strengthened your spirit, and silence tuned your intuition. Soon, all the preparation will converge, and the understanding you have long sought will become undeniable. Even your dreams have played a role in guiding you. Those fleeting visions, strange synchronicities, and sudden insights were not random. They were the universe speaking, giving you glimpses of the hidden patterns shaping your life. Soon, you will see how each dream was a thread in the tapestry of awakening. Your sensitivity has always set you apart, making you feel the world more deeply than most. That sensitivity is not a burden, it is a gift. It allows you to perceive truths that others overlook, to understand hidden currents, and to sense the subtle forces at play. Soon, this gift will reveal clarity that changes everything. Challenges, heartbreaks, and losses were never meaningless. Each one was a test, a lesson, and a shaping force. The universe uses adversity to refine the chosen one, preparing the soul to receive the wisdom and insight that only comes after struggle. Soon, you will see that every hardship was necessary, and all of it was guiding you toward awakening. The chosen one often feels tension between the world's expectations and their own inner knowing. This tension is not accidental. It is the friction that sparks insight, the pressure that shapes understanding. Embrace it. Soon, you will see that this tension was always meant to guide you toward clarity. The signs of your awakening have always been around you. A look, a word, a feeling, or an event that felt significant. They were not coincidences. They were confirmations, gentle nudges, pointing you toward the truth you were always meant to see. Soon, the meaning of every sign will become unmistakable. The universe is not silent, even when it feels that way. It has been orchestrating your life with precision, aligning people, places, and events in ways invisible to the untrained eye. Soon, what felt random will reveal its purpose, and the unfolding of your life will make perfect sense. You have been cultivating patience, courage, and trust through every trial. These qualities are now ripening within you. The understanding you are about to receive requires them, and soon, the patience you've practiced will allow you to fully step into your awakening with confidence and grace. Even the people who challenged, hurt, or confused you served a purpose. They were mirrors, reflections of lessons you needed to learn. Soon, you will understand why each encounter mattered, how each struggle shaped your awareness, and why every relationship, even the painful ones, contributed to your clarity. The awakening you are approaching is not only about knowledge, it is about seeing with your heart, feeling with your soul, and understanding with your entire being. Soon, you will no longer merely observe life. You will experience it fully, consciously, and with insight that transforms everything you once took for granted. The veil that once separated you from truth is lifting. What once seemed hidden, confusing, or chaotic is becoming visible. Patterns are emerging, and the connections between events, choices, and people are becoming undeniable. Soon, everything will start to make sense in a way that touches every part of your being. You have been awakening quietly, often without realizing it. Small moments of clarity, fleeting insights, and sudden realizations were all preparing you for this moment. Soon, these fragments will come together, forming a complete picture that your mind and heart will recognize instantly. The moments you once called mistakes were actually lessons. Every wrong turn, every setback, every failure carried hidden wisdom. Soon, you will see how each experience shaped your understanding, strengthened your resolve, and guided you toward the truth you are now ready to embrace. The chosen one often feels the world as a mirror reflecting what lies within. The chaos outside reflects the confusion inside. The misunderstandings of others reflect the clarity you have yet to fully claim. Soon, this mirror will align, showing you not just the world but the universe itself and your place within it. Your intuition has been your constant companion, even when you doubted it. Those feelings you ignored, those inner nudges you hesitated to follow, were whispers of truth. Soon, every intuition you ever trusted or questioned will reveal its purpose, and you will understand why you were guided that way all along. You have felt isolated, different, and at times misunderstood. That was never a punishment, it was preparation. Solitude allowed you to refine your perception, strengthen your inner voice, and awaken to truths that cannot be revealed in distraction or noise. Soon, the clarity born from your solitude will shine. Even the challenges that seemed impossible were carefully placed. Every trial, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt acted as a forge for your spirit. Soon, the flames that tested you will reveal their hidden purpose, and you will understand that they were never obstacles. They were instruments of awakening. The signs of your path have always been subtle. A look, a word, a moment that seemed insignificant, it was not. These were gentle confirmations from the universe, signaling that you are on the right track. Soon, the meaning of these signs will become vivid, undeniable, and deeply transformative. You have been learning to trust the invisible currents of life. The timing, the synchronicities, the seemingly random events, all have been orchestrated to guide you. Soon, you will recognize the perfect precision behind every unfolding moment, and the universe will reveal its plan in clarity that leaves no doubt. Your heart has carried wisdom that your mind has yet to fully comprehend. Emotions that once felt overwhelming now serve as instruments of insight. Soon, your heart and mind will align, revealing truths that feel both profound and inevitable. You will finally see the meaning behind every feeling you have ever experienced. The chosen one does not awaken in comfort. Growth comes through challenge, insight through struggle, and clarity through patience. Soon, the lessons embedded in your difficulties will reveal themselves, and what once felt like hardship will transform into proof of your unfolding awakening. Even the people who doubted or opposed you played a role in your clarity. Their resistance forced you to see beyond appearances, to trust your own perception, and to strengthen your understanding of truth. Soon, you will see their actions as necessary steps in the path you were always meant to walk. The veil of confusion has been thinning for some time, though you may not have noticed. Every doubt, every question, every moment of uncertainty has been creating space for insight. Soon, that space will be filled with understanding, and the fog of confusion will dissolve completely. You have been cultivating patience, courage, and inner strength for this awakening. The moments you felt uncertain, afraid, or frustrated were all shaping you to receive this clarity fully. Soon, your patience will be rewarded, your courage validated, and your understanding complete. The universe communicates constantly, though its messages are often subtle. Dreams, intuition, synchronicities, and encounters have all been guiding you. Soon, you will recognize the patterns in these messages, and the guidance you have received all along will become clear and undeniable.